Well, NHAI has reported good set of numbers, at least in terms of road awarding, both in kilometers as well as contractual value. The contract, it has awarded 150 road projects spanning around 7,400 kilometers with a contractual value that sums around 1,22,000 odd crore. This is not only double as compared to what we saw in the financial year 2017, both in terms of kilometers and contractual value, but it's also the highest since inception that we've seen since 1995. If you look at the spanning of how this has moved towards the HAM and the EPC project breakup, the second slide that we have, you would see the HAM project constitute almost 63% of your overall cost, and the EPC project, they stand at roughly 35%, while the newly introduced TOT, that is toll, operate and transfer model, that almost occupies 2% of your overall cost. Well, to come to down to the point where which players have bagged most of these orders, well, if you see 7 listed companies, they almost have bagged 40% of NHAI orders, and most of these companies have almost doubled or surpassed their order inflows that we've seen in the previous financial year. If you look at this financials, the order inflow for all these top 7 road infra companies, you would see KNR, Ashoka Buildcon and Dilip Buildcon. These are the companies which have actually reported have doubled their orders as compared to what we've seen in the financial year 2017. Increasing a share of HAM projects what has helped them to aggregate this market share.
Right. Nickey, you also pointed out that these players bagged only about 40% of the orders. So where did the remaining 60% go? Were there new players that were able to benefit from this order bonanza?
Sure. So coming back to the point, 40% goes to the listed companies, and the rest of them could be unlisted and could be these smaller players which have a lower market capitalization. But then, having said that, their market share actually has gone down and not increased. Only 2 of the players, that is Dilip Buildcon and Ashoka Buildcon, have actually increased their share in this financial year as compared to the previous financial year. You would see the share going up for Dilip Buildcon to 15.4% as compared to nearly 14.9% that we saw in the previous financial year, and that for Ashoka Buildcon has gone up to 4.5% as compared to 3.8%. What explains this? Well, rising share of HAM projects have ensured lesser competition, which means that the companies with superior balance sheet can now go ahead and bid and take the advantage of the situation.